Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 7 of Tampo. We do not have a CB for this session, as CB is helping with a different stream to raise awareness for mental health, I believe. Yeah, okay. Wanted to make sure about that. But hello, my name is Paladin. I'll be your DM of the evening. Let's go around and introduce ourselves. Let's go over to Mackenzie.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Lane D on Twitter. Today I play Lagaya, the Omens of Knowledge Headhunter.
I will go next. I've taken it. It's mine. Hi, I'm Latia. Latia Jackis on Twitter. Today I am playing Faiza, the Mentala, the Carabao Mentala Wizard. Carabao Tiefling Mentala Wizard. I'm not just a water buffalo.
Okay, but that's the important part, though. Really, though, if we're being honest,
just a straight up water buffalo in the party.
I am a water buffalo. Oh boy. Hey, what's up? My name is Josh. Joshua M. Simons on the internet. Today I am playing Gani, the volcano dwarf Kaal fighter.
All right then. And then, Josh, I believe you had something to say today about a certain remembrance.
Yes. We do want to just take a moment to recognize that today is Trans Remembrance Day, and just know that our hearts and support are going out there to everyone in the community who is observing that today. That's I don't have a good segue from that into ad read. So I'm just give me 2 seconds, okay? Oh, hey, guess what? Hi, everybody. I was digging around in my basement today, and you'll never guess what I found. I was looking, and I came across this weird book. What do you know? It's this book. I was kind of curious, so I flipped through, and there's like a bunch of like poetry in here. I don't know if that like seems weird to you. It seems weird to me. I'm not much of a poet, but I'm really excited about what I found. Can I read some of these poems for you?
Of course.
Yes, please.
So here's I just kind of flip through, I guess, a couple pages. See, I'll skip that one. That one's kind of weird. Okay, here's one. It's written by someone named Vargil. It seems pretty epic. It's called Many Thanks. Here's what it says. It says, oh, many thanks to DDB. Many thanks for convenience. We appreciate digital dice and stats at a glance. For Tasha's Cauldron, filled with everything in a virtual online store. For making characters and encounters. For the game just minutes before. We sing your praise for powerful tools which save our lives with ease as we play D&D without catching a disease. So to you we say, D&D Beyond, many thanks. I don't know. It's cool. It's like a nice sentiment. I feel like I have a hard time connecting with poetry sometimes.
Yeah.
Let me try another one. This one is written by someone called Billy Shookithspear. It's here's how it goes. Oh, this is a sonnet. No way. Do you like minis? I sure do. I like minis, and so should you. EldritchFoundry.com is the place to be if you want to make your combat super cool. We're glad to announce that Dragonborn's released. You can design a mini in their mini building tool. This holiday season, you can gift a mini to your friend, send a credit from a Kickstarter or a giveaway. At your table, make sure the fun will never end. Give a gift to friends to hear them say, Eldritch Foundry is the best. Go buy from them today. This one is called oh wait, actually that's a crossed out. The whole title is crossed out. What does that mean? It just says sonnet. Huh. I don't know. It's fine. We'll just keep moving. This one's from someone called Robbie Freeze. I don't know what that means. The deck less chosen. If you like cool supplements and books, go visit Deck of Many. There you'll be hooked. For titles like Sina Una, with islands full of fun, or play as whittle animals in a Humblewood fashion. Get saddlebags from griffins up flying in the sun. Hurry now for their epic Black Friday sale. For tales of great proportion that you can regale. We have a link in chat, so click it if you dare. Thank you, Deck of Many. Your prices are quite fair. I don't know. I feel like, maybe this is just me, I feel like I'm a better poet than all these people.
Maybe you are.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So I feel like, but like sometimes you need like help, like, like group inspiration kind of deal.
Mhm.
Do y'all want to like help me write a poem right now?
I do.
Okay, great, awesome. Okay, so here I've got a premise for an idea. You know what? Let's not even share a premise. Let's just go for it. Let's just
slam
go
poetry.
Let's just go for the poem. All
Okay,
right. So like
all right.
I'll say a line, and then like you can say a line, and then like someone else can say a line. It'll be great. Thanks, Latia. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
You really just going for this with me.
I am.
Okay. Here's how it's gonna start. If I were a rock, whom would I punch?
I'd punch all the people who stop me from eating lunch.
That's really good. Does anyone else want to go next, or I can take it again? Okay, Paladin is declining. All right.
It's you. I think it might just be you and me for this.
Okay, no, that's
Josh.
fine.
It's
We'll just go back and forth. Okay.
All right.
So you'd punch all the people who stopped you from eating lunch. I'd tell them, if I dare, because I would,
that watching Babs fail at video games is really, really good.
I like that. That was nice. That was a good twist right there. And when on Sundays I feel sad,
I turn on D4 and feel really glad.
I like that. They have content on YouTube, Twitch, and more.
So go watch RockPunch. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Perfect. All right. We need a pen name, and we're good to go. We're gonna publish this. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. Okay. Dang. I feel good about that. I'm gonna, you know what, just do the rest of the episode without me. I'm just gonna write that down really quick in my book of lost poems. Yeah, cool, awesome. Paladin, back to you.
Back to you, Paladin.
Thank you for these excellent poems. I adore the work of Robbie Frost. I can't imagine him not wearing a backwards
Robbie
baseball
Freeze.
It was Robbie Freeze.
Oh,
very
even better.
different.
The essence of the 90s. Oh my gosh. Well, for those of you who have listened through the poetry, we have some giveaways. Remember, you can only enter once. If you enter twice, you're disqualified. And if you subscribe to RockPunch ATL, you get 3 times the amount of entries. Our 2 giveaways today. The first one's from our sponsor, the Deck of Many, a set of animated spell cards, including cantrips, Volume 1, and levels 1 for Volume 1 and 2. Just a bunch of cards, essentially, for level 1 spells and cantrips. To get one of those, enter hashtag magic in the chat. That is for a set of spell cards for cantrips and level 1 spells from the Deck of Many. Enter hashtag magic into the chat. And from our sponsors, Eldritch Foundry, for a free custom miniature, please put in hashtag Eldritch. That is hashtag Eldritch for a free miniature from Eldritch Foundry. And we'll announce the winners for that giveaway at the end of tonight's game. But in the meantime, last time we played, our adventurers had spent 3 days meeting people around town, being inquired about their relationship statuses, being asked whether or not married yet, and getting coral and wood in place to trap whatever teleported to the copper plate that they've had in their possession. And we resume now with this beautiful and well-dressed woman teleporting inside of this coral cage. And upon arriving, introducing herself and going, "What am I in?"
A cage.
Well, you see, Aswang, you are in a coral cage because you are not allowed to escape.
What did you just call me?
Dani, I think we may have been a little paranoid.
What did you just call me?
We're sorry about that. So,
Is that not your name?
No, I just said my name.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
She turns back to you, Faiza, incredibly pissed off.
can I is this cage, how heavy is the cage? Can I lift the cage off?
You made it out of coral stone and wood, so it's got some heft to it.
Okay.
You see her raise a finger to the top of the cage and and this burst of lightning comes forth from her finger, decimating the cage.
Oh. Well, you know what? It probably deserved that. We're really sorry. You kind of caught us in the middle of a bout of extreme paranoia, and we didn't know what was coming to this copper plate, and we may have overreacted. We're very sorry. I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Mayumi, what did you think was going to come out from an invitation from the Jeweled Hawk?
I see that now. It's been an interesting couple of weeks, days.
And that's my problem?
No,
That's
we're
cause to
sorry.
put me into a cage?
We didn't know you were going to be here and in the thing that would come. We're sorry.
You know,
And upon looking at me, you call me an Aswang.
allow me to explain. I think I can settle everything. I know what's going on here. This was given to us by an Aswang, so we assumed that the Aswang would come back to get it back from us.
You really believe that the Jeweled Hawk would give an invitation to his most precious gala to an Aswang?
I didn't
You
say
think
that we
that
thought...
lowly of his guests?
We figured the Aswang stole it.
Mm-hmm.
These invitations are given to some of the best and brightest and strongest in the world.
Yeah, and that one's got some writing on the back.
I'm sure it does.
I mean, you can go look. It's
I-
in the cage with you.
Regardless, which one of you owns this invitation?
Technically, it belongs to the shark that attacked us in the middle of the ocean.
A shark is neither a Datu, nor a Babylon, nor someone of note. Who owns this copperplate invitation?
We do.
I mean, do we though?
Right now, yes.
Can we offer Talarock as tribute?
What?
I mean, he's technically a Babaila.
I mean, yeah, it just seems reasonable.
Excellent. You have exactly 4 hours to prepare yourselves for the gala, and I shall sit here waiting for you.
Like, right there.
You see her wave her hand, and you see some of the water from the clouds, from the ocean, come up out and start to form these semi-solid clouds that she summons forth behind her and that she sits upon. Right here.
You don't want like a chair or
I
a
don't
cup
know.
of tea?
Is it trapped? Is it poisoned?
Well, no, I don't have time to prepare any trap of poison.
Do you have time to prepare for yourself? Yes. Should you do so? Yes.
Okay, well, everybody, we've got an invitational appearance to appear at. Let's go.
Okay then.
We still don't know if that was supposed to be for us.
SARS now.
Is it?
Yeah, SARS now.
Oh, okay. I
Okay.
guess that's how that works.
So you have 4 hours, or you may leave now to go to the gala held by the Jeweled Hawk.
Have any teal? I don't have any teal.
Would I call the clothing that I'm currently wearing gala clothing?
You are wearing what is essentially blood-stained chainmail? Yeah?
Pretty much. It seems fairly formal to me.
Can you make me an insight check?
Absolutely. I'm so glad you asked for insight.
I'm just imagining what would have happened if we had left the invitation in the shark's mouth.
One very confused Dewater's going, what the shit?
That is a 10 insight.
You're pretty sure that while it's fine for you and your kind, some people might not be too understanding of your customs and warfare. I mean, really, you have to protect yourself. They clearly live very sheltered lives if they don't need to wear chainmail.
That's true. I mean, some of us have to wear chainmail so that other people can wear, like silks or something. I don't know what people wear that isn't chainmail.
Lagaya,
Mm-hmm.
what do you do with your time?
I don't know, man. The guy is confused. She doesn't have clothes nor money, so I think she's just gonna sit and wait for someone to tell her what to do.
Okay, so Faiza, what are you doing?
Fretting mostly. She is of a mind to go find the Datu and ask if there's anything that they can let her borrow or have.
You know that the Datu has left.
Oh, that's right. No, okay, so then, well, I mean, that's still a process she would go through mentally, and then she'd realize the Datu is gone. But then she sees Lagaya just kind of sit down, and she goes to sit down next to Lagaya. And, are you okay?
Yeah, I don't, parties aren't my thing. So, don't know what to do.
Do you not want to go?
No, but it'd be rude not to. So...
Got it.
I don't really have nice clothes or money or any of that, though, so I'm just kind of waiting.
Did you, I mean, stop me if I'm being a little, if I'm being a little too forward, but maybe we could go ask the elders if they had anything, because again, if I'm being too forward, please just like tell me to shut up or something. But like the way that they were kind of interrogating both you and Gani, I bet if you said that you were going to a party at which you might find someone to marry, even if you don't mean it, they'd like hook both of us up. Like, we don't have anything to wear. We need husband's help.
I mean, maybe?
I mean, this is a really long, I really want to go to this gala.
I know you want to go. You should be the one to get all nice and stuff.
Do you think I should ask them?
I mean, that you haven't been questioned by them yet.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're down for that,
Can I make a Constitution check to find out if I'm up for this?
You may, yes.
what's the DC for being relentlessly questioned by Lolas?
You know, we're about to find out.
It's a 17.
A 17.
Mhm.
You got this. It's just questions about marriage and why you're single and having children and not dying alone. It's fine. You got this. You're fine. You know, they might have a grandkid that they want to introduce you to. It's fine. It's fine. You got this.
Okay. Okay.
I will go with Faiza as moral support and also to deflect questioning. She's been through it
Faiza-
once, she can do it again.
Faiza looks almost close to tears when you stand up with her. But we go.
All right. And Gani, what are you doing right now?
While that conversation has been taking place, Gani has been very animatedly convincing Talarok that all of the old people in town love him because he told them that he was married and has a beautiful husband, and that if he was to go back to the old people in town and ask them for like a shirt to put on over his chain, he could probably convince them. And then when Talarok is somewhat uncharacteristically quiet, he's going to start trying to convince Bayani that this is a good idea.
I just realized Bayani is teal, so Telerak doesn't need any outfits. Bayani just...
Bayani is also
Is
staring
the
at some
theme.
point in the middle distance still.
Well, Bayani, we love her. So...
Talarok seems set. Are you going to go and get something to go over your chainmail, Gani?
I think at the very least I should tie something around my head, or perhaps get like a ribbon or a tie. Do people wear ties?
No.
Okay. I should get something that is of the appropriate color, so that at the very least I can say that I have it.
Okay. So Faiza and Lagaya, you two as a pair head towards the Windbreaker, and Gani, you then head over to the Windbreaker. So there's going to be a little bit of a delay. But Faiza and Lagaya, you arrive first, and you see that there is about 20 or so elders here who are talking amongst themselves and kind of gossiping. And you see them talking about the clone that they had just made for Babylon Alon.
Sorry, the what they had just made?
The clothing they had just made for Babylon Alon.
Oh, okay.
As almost a kind of hive mind, you see as you walk in, they all go to turn towards you, as old people do.
Hi. I need an outfit, please, for a gala.
Almost instantly, they rush you.
Help.
Lagaya immediately goes out of the way.
The both of you.
Oh.
They kind of ask like what you want to wear, what styles you like, but also they start asking about like what you're doing with your life.
Cool.
And you should really consider being a town guard.
Why?
You know, you could stay at home with your family.
I don't.
Do you have a family?
They are on the flotilla.
But do you have your own family?
No.
Do you have kids? Do you have a partner?
No.
You should really get a partner. You don't want to be alone, do you?
Well, that's why I'm going to the gala, she says really quickly.
Almost immediately, the ones who have swarmed you all get this big smile on their face. and then start giving you well-intentioned but ultimately very harsh advice as to how to behave at a gala, which includes but is not limited to stand up straight, smile, laugh a lot, touch their arm if you can, make sure that you are always presentable. Don't ever eat too much. Don't eat too little because you don't want to be rude, but you also don't want to be seen like a glutton. Just all these very well-meaning but ultimately very rude suggestions on how to behave.
Mhm. When they stop to breathe,
They don't.
there's some it's going to be a very fractured sentence, but like whenever they stop to breathe, I'm like, I would like to wear teal, please. Thank you.
Of course. Now, do you have anyone special?
No.
Do you have anyone in mind?
No.
You need to find someone and make them special.
Okay.
And they start telling you different things you can like take with you to the gala to give as a present or a kind of offering. You know, there's all kinds of people at these events. You can meet almost any kind of person, and odds are there's someone who you can tolerate.
Oh man. Filipino culture and Black culture really isn't too dissimilar.
It's a real mess.
Oh boy.
You're also given advice to look for men who are men and women who are taller than you, because no one really wants to be with someone who is taller than them.
Faiz is so tall though.
Like at that point, she probably just like the most nervous laughter that she can manage.
Lagaya,
Hi.
you're given some similar advice.
Yep.
But you're also told to make sure that you sound that you don't frown as much as you are. To make sure that you look happy to be there and happy to be talking to someone. It doesn't matter how you feel, just make sure that you are happy to them. Because I mean, no one wants a sad partner, clearly.
This
Well
is the face
intentioned, but
she
ultimately
makes.
very worthless advice.
This is the face she makes.
Don't smile like that. No, don't show teeth. Don't look like that. And they're giving you, it's like 7 different people telling you how to smile, and none of them really agree on how to smile. So you're getting 7 different viewpoints of how to smile, none of which are really helping. And you're asked what you want to wear.
I'm not sure. I don't usually do these things. I'd like to show my tattoos, or highlight them.
Sure. But make sure not to show too many of them because you might scare off someone.
I don't have that many.
That you look at them, and a lot of them don't actually have tattoos of their own.
Yeah. The guy's got a belly tattoo. That's a big deal.
She's got a what?
She's got a belly tattoo. Abdomen
Oh.
tattoos. Those are reserved for big like either experienced headhunters or like really significant hunts. So
Mhm.
she has one.
Okay. Come my throat. Again, you're given a whole bunch of advice that is ultimately very, very, very worthless. But at the end of it all, you are given 2 choices. Either a more teal version of what you're wearing, or they swap out some of the more brighter tones with just teal. For you, Faiza, it's changing out your shirt with one that's teal lined and gold lined, but the main body of it is white with a skirt that's mostly teal.
I'll take that one.
For you, Lagaya, you keep some of the armor pieces, but instead of purple and gray, it gets replaced with teal and white.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd like that.
So if it lets me keep my armor on, I will take it.
As they get done with you, Gani walks in.
I think at least if the Lola's turn to look at him, I also do.
Gani,
Hello.
you're looking at what looks to be just a huge pit of gossip and clothing.
Delightful. I will walk up to whomever was the lead arbiter of interrogating me the other day, and I'm going to go to them and say, hello, I am apparently underdressed for a party today. Do you have anything that's like teal or light blue that I could just put on top of what I'm wearing? Like, it could just be a ribbon, or like, honestly, it could just be like a rock that I could just like affix to my chest. I don't really care. I've been told that I'm underdressed.
Upon looking at you, Gani, they all look at each other and then look at you. And all at once, everybody turns their attention away from Faiza and Lagaya and starts shouting in different ways the equivalent of, "You're so filthy. Why aren't you clean?" And you see out of these 20 or so elders, you see about 15 of them cast a spell.
All 15 of them at the same time.
Almost in unison. It's unnerving to watch. It's like when you shine a light on a bunch of like creatures of a similar type and their eyes all light up. It's that.
Just mass prestidigitation.
Right.
I just rolled a perception check of 9. I don't think I notice.
No, it's very audible as they all do this motion. Just holding out their hand. Can you make me an arcane check by any chance?
Sure. That is a natural 1. I have a negative intelligence modifier.
It's really weird how they have this water floating in front of them without any container.
That's cool.
And you are blasted, not blasted, but cleaned off with 150 gallons of clean water.
Oh my god, that's all.
As 15 people are all casting Create Water all at once.
Like between just getting smacked in the face.
Oh, no.
Like
It's
torrents
not,
of water.
It's not just like one big like whoop.
Oh no.
It's 150 gallons poured out in rain instantly.
Yes, no, I picture like through like a tidal wave of water, Gani is just trying to gasp like just like in between little bits as he just tries to get out the message. I have important scars. Don't wash them.
Does Gani think scars can wash away? For my sake, does Gani think that scars can wash away with water?
I just rolled really high on that to see if I thought that. So I'm going to say no. No, he just legitimately doesn't want them to like wash away the important like reminders he has of past battles and just severely misspoke. But that's honestly pretty on brand.
You also notice that for the first time with the way the windbreaker is formed, all the water is draining out of the windbreaker instead of making a pool. And as Lagaya pointed out on our Zoom call, that is 20 cubic feet of water.
I think. I don't know if I did the math right, but I think.
It's a lot of water.
We're here to tell stories, not do math. But Gani, you are drenched, and all the accumulated blood and viscera and ichor on your clothing and armor is washed away.
Oh.
As is all of the smells and tastes that have been trapped in your beard.
Your beard snacks.
A little bit of crab that I left in there yesterday still in there.
You see it on the floor, being washed away.
No.
Okay.
At that point, they start looking over you and start pawing at your different clothing. They can offer you to either like a teal headband with a teal sash, or to replace your gray clothing out with teal.
I want whatever is the cultural equivalent of a teal bolo tie?
A teal sash.
Okay. That is what I will wear.
I like how you went for bolo tie specifically.
It's very important to me that it
That
is
is
a little bit
such
ridiculous.
Dad energy.
Seriously. While they're water blasting Gani, can I ask one of them, that's a very nice outfit you've made for the Babailon. What is the occasion?
Oh, they're attending the ball. Jewel talk?
Oh, do they have an invitation too?
Yes. They left this morning.
Okay. That's good. That's where we're going.
Oh. You see a bunch of them like look at each other and then look at you and just smile like they're on some kind of inside joke with you.
I smile too, but I don't know why. It's a reflex.
About 7 people start telling you how to smile.
The guy immediately in the corner goes, ugh.
I like how I've trap carded smiling.
Thanks.
But with 3 of you now dressed up more properly and 1 of you drenched and clean, what do you do?
We ate today, didn't we?
Morning, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, as we were hastily preparing to, like, fight an Aswang that didn't end up showing
Yes.
up.
We were ready to fight to the death.
Y'all got real buffed up real fast.
Sure did.
Yeah, and it's
I-
all
yeah.
gone now. All of it's gone.
Yep.
All of it wasted. All of it gone. Goodbye.
Yeah.
So, what do you all do?
We are. How about transportation? Like when the gala is done, are we just being brought back here?
Do you want to ask Mayumi?
Yes.
Consider this. It wasn't our invitation to begin with. This isn't. Ah!
Sorry for making your brain explode.
No, it's fine. I don't. She keeps acting like we were the ones who got this invitation, but it wasn't ours. It was in a shark that we just picked up, and it's fine. It's fine.
Tell
Maybe-
anyone that.
Well, and also maybe now that she's had a moment to calm down after being trapped in an Aswan cage, and we look a little bit more presentable in a cage. In a cage.
She destroyed the cage.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, now that she's no longer there and has had a little bit of time to like cool down, and we look a little bit more presentable, she may be more amenable to answering our questions.
Sure. She seemed pretty angry. I don't like angry people.
Well,
be fine.
it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Could I see if I could find a nice teal ribbon or something to be decoration on my lantaka that I want to proudly carry?
They give you a very incredulous look. They do in
the
fact.
steps of Apalaki, cracking open a lantaka with the boys.
I mean, the reverse of that is also true. Cracking open a boy with the lentakas.
Either way.
Either way, you are handed a special bit of cloth to tie around, and they give you a very strange look as you do so.
Good. I am now fully dressed.
All right. So what do the 3 of you do?
Suppose we go back to Mayumi?
Yeah, how many hours do we got left?
It takes you an hour to get here. This took about an hour and a half. So you have an hour and a half left. It takes an hour to get there.
So
Better walk.
we'll go walk back to the boat, and then we got half an hour. Okay. I guess we start I'm gonna start moseying back to Talarock's boat.
Okay.
Same.
Yes.
You all eventually make your way back over to Talarock's boat, where you see Mayumi still seated on that cloud.
So we still had Magic Circle up, and I believe she's a fae. I think she's still stuck in Magic Circle.
Correct.
Okay. Cool.
Very good. That was a good idea, whoever had that idea.
It was none of us.
One of us.
Oh,
It was Talarock.
Mhm.
good idea, Talarock. That was very smart of you.
God.
But you arrive at the boat, and she is still seated there. And as you arrive, she smiles, but not like nicely, but like politely. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Are you ready to leave now?
Yeah, I just have one question. How are we getting back?
We'll come back to the same spot once the gala is done.
Okay.
We choose to go anywhere when the gala is done, or does it have to come back to here?
Comes back to the copper plate.
Okay. I hope no one moves the copper plate.
And should we put the copper plate on the boat?
We should probably do that. Put that inside, like the hut.
You know, hide it somewhere.
You roll me a
Sure.
sleight of hand check to hide it.
Oh, I just wanted, just like out of, the line of sight. I mean, sure, absolutely. I'll roll you a sleight of hand check. Of course, DM. Ha. How's a 5?
A 5 is a 5.
Just chucks it. He staples it to the side of the boat.
I put
Puts
it
it-
on top of the boat, at the very highest point on the boat.
It's just half sticking out of a bucket of crabs, and there's like one crab that like snaps it and just holds it up.
The equivalent of like putting it on a bench and putting a sticky note on it that says, "Please don't touch," smiley face.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so with a 5, you have hidden the tablet. What do you all do?
The guy is stalling, so she's just making up mindless chores as to eat up time. So she's like polishing her axe, sharpening some of her swords, even though they don't really need to be sharpened, or like tidying up the inside of the balangai.
You are watched the entire time.
Yeah, she knows.
Faiz and Gani, what do you two do?
I stand around for maybe 2/3 of Lagaya's stalling, and then I say, I think we're ready.
Wonderful. She stands up and, of note, Magic Circle only lasts for 1 hour.
Yeah.
So she gets up and walks over to where the three of you are. Are you ready to go?
Talarak?
Talark is good to go.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's go.
I would just finish
Bayani?
polishing the lantaka.
Bayani?
Bayani's still looking at somewhere in the middle distance.
I really need to see what's up with that. It seems
Right,
strange.
It has the middle distance changed?
A little bit, yeah, but not a whole lot.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I respect it. You know, competition. But also, Bayani?
As you do this, Bayani just goes,
Can't touch
Oh.
me. We made her incorporeal.
"Yep."
CB, if you're watching, I'm laughing. CB.
But as you all say that you're ready, Mayumi draws up a circle of clouds around you. And in one moment, you're looking at the inside of the Balangai. And the next, you're in this well-lit, carved-out room of stone. There are a few benches here, carpets, gold hanging off the wall, and braziers lighting up this room. Welcome to the gala. This way, please. And provided you follow, you're led down a short hallway into this open air kind of bowl of a giant room. And as you look up, there's no ceiling there. There's just the night sky. And you see, and looking around, there are dozens upon dozens of people here, well dressed, well armored, or decorated in tattoos or adornments. You see all kinds of abayans here, all of different shapes and animals and makeups and cosmetic looks to them. And you see these huge tables of foods from all around the world. And the different smells kind of mix up and linger around. And you see different servants coming to and fro, helping people out with food or assistance with walking. And taking stock, you can see just beyond the lip of this giant chamber, and you can see clouds hitting a few feet below where you are. And walking amongst the crowd, you see this 12-foot tall hawk, adorned head to toe in gold and cloth and jewels. Almost making a kind of gem of a bird, but it's still moving around and saying hello to guests and laughing. And as you walk into the chamber, Mayumi waves to the hawk, and it turns over towards you. And in its eyes, while the rest of him appears to be just that of a large hawk, looking at his eyes, you see pure moonlight. And he walks over. And he looms over you all.
I display my Lintaka very proudly.
The hawk looks over at your Lintaka, squints, and gives a small nod.
I nod back.
I think for the first time in a long time, Faiza actually has to look up at something. And she's just staring in like awe and wonder. And oh my god, it's the jeweled hawk.
Ligaya will gently like elbow Faiza to like help her like jump start out of the awe phase and just like
yeah. And then she'll bow. Like she'll like nod her head and
then his head turns to you, Ligaya.
I bow.
And speaks. Welcome to my home. What have you brought me as a present?
oh, I forgot that it likes gifts. Oh,
I see one of you has brought me a very well-made Lantaka. I do appreciate this.
Oh, this.
And the hawk reaches out with a large taloned foot
I
and goes to grab your Lantaka.
kind of try to, a little bit respectfully, but forcefully, like, be like, no, that's mine.
So you haven't brought me a Lantaka.
No, I.
What have you brought me then?
Have brought you, I have brought you this, and I will turn to my friends. Go, do I give him the knife?
I will gently sort of poke my head from behind the group. We aren't the most laden with physical things, but we have stories. knowledge.
Will you give a story to my guests then?
I look at everyone else.
Sure.
Sure.
And that will be one story from each of you?
What stories do you like to entertain your guests with?
The jeweled hawk leans down, and the size of its head becomes more present as it gets closer to you. One that my guests like. Do you have such a tale?
I believe I will have to ask your guests what they like.
Do so, and make sure it is a good one, or that Lantaka I claim. You two, what do you put forward, if should your tale not entertain?
Faiza will take one of the strings of glass beads from around her neck.
Is this all?
It's pretty important to me.
And then it turns to you, Lagaya.
I will. Hello, voice. I will hold out not the my old bunang, the one that I believe belonged to my brother, not the plus one, the other one. It goes with my story. It is
So,
valuable in its history.
very well. And the jeweled hawk rises back up. Talk to my guests. Find out what they love, what entertains them. And make sure to eat. You might have to be talking for quite a while. Enjoy, and welcome. Faiza, Gani, Lagaya. And the jeweled hawk turns and walks off.
How rude. Didn't even talk to Talrock.
Yeah, right? Real rude.
Yeah.
What a jerk.
Talrock, what did you give as a gift?
Talrock just there T-posing, looking blank-faced.
I had
Bayani-
no
Colorado
idea.
Bayani-
assets have not rendered.
The pose isn't loaded in yet, but the textures and model have.
Oh no!
But what do you three do?
Start a grassroots campaign to find out what everyone's interests in the room are.
Mm.
Gonna start polling people like it's nobody's business.
Could I get a persuasion check?
Okay. I'm...
It's
That
bad.
That is an 8. I would like to clarify that when I say that it's a grassroots campaign, I'm going to go up to every person in the room as quickly as possible and go, what are 3 things that you like?
Oh my god, it's an improv skit.
And then I'm going to make a mental note of as many of those things as possible.
Gunny,
I have nothing to write with.
As you're doing this, Gunny, the first person you ask him, he goes, "Did you agree to tell a story?"
I have no idea what you're talking about. What are 3 things that you like?
I saw you talking with the hawk. You didn't give him a thing, so you must have promised a story. Yes?
If I say yes, will you tell me 3 things that you like?
Sure.
Yes.
I like bats, mud, and lava. Have fun.
Okay, good. And I will rinse and repeat to every person that I can possibly manage.
This has become the world's worst improvs
I love
comedy
it.
club.
Faiza,
Mm-hmm.
what do you do?
Are there guests here that are not Babylon? Like, do I see people without Abayans with them?
Yeah, you see people who you can recognize as datus and leaders. You see a few people here and there that don't really seem like either ones, but still seem very powerful. What do you do?
I'm going to go to the food table, one of the food tables, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm getting food, I'm going to try and sidle up to someone who is also here, and just try to make conversation. Something like so what brings you to the gala today? And stuff.
Can you make me a persuasion check?
Sure can. Try.
Oh no.
I rolled a 3. For a total of 3.
Repeat your question for me.
So while she's trying not to like pile food on her plate, like she's thinking of the Lolas in the village. She's like, don't eat too much, but don't eat too little. So she's trying to find that perfect balance of food on her plate. And she approaches someone who's like, and's like, so what brings you to the gala today?
This person turns to you, and it is this very tall elf. who
Taller
looks
than
at-
me?
Taller than you. And looks towards you. Well, really, I'm here to try and find someone, but like it's not going so well. It's I don't know why I'm here. My dad said I should go in his place, but I'm not really supposed to be here. And I came with a gift, and like the hawk took the gift, but it didn't seem really pleased with the gift. And
Well,
now I'm here, and I'm trying to figure out how much is enough to put on a plate to eat. And I'm not having a good time right now. I'm supposed to have a good time. And is it a problem with me, or is it a problem with the place? But if it's a problem with the place, does that mean everybody's wrong, or am I wrong? Like, which one seems more likely?
well, what did you give the jeweled hawk though?
I gave him an Austin call.
Oh,
Yeah.
was it a real... oh, that's cool. I have a friend who has an Austin Gall, and he actually brought a Lintaka, but I think he really liked the
No,
Lintaka.
Lintaka would have been better.
No. He didn't give the jeweled hawk the Lintaka, so now he has to tell a story. And I also
God, do I have to tell a story now?
no, you gave the jeweled hawk a gift, so you don't have to tell a story. Also, do you think this is enough food? Because I don't think this is enough food, and should it be enough food?
I don't know what's enough food. No one told me what enough food meant.
Exactly. I don't know. You're really tall. I don't know a lot of people taller than me.
I don't know a lot of tall people either. I got cursed as a kid.
I'm so sorry.
Were you cursed as a kid?
No, we're large people, we are. Do you want to sit together?
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And they sit down with you on a bench, seating area. And this person is like, just like on the borderline of panic, but talking to you, it seems to improve just a little bit.
Okay.
Lagaya, what do you do?
Mac is still enjoying that entire interaction. I think Lagaya goes, there were windows, right? Or edge?
No, this is open air.
Oh, but you said there were clouds or something.
Yeah, like at the edge, there's this lip to have people not fall off so easily. But looking down, You see some clouds, and beyond that, you see down a mountain.
Yeah, I'm gonna go not like super close to the edge, but like, as close to the edge I can get to sort of like take in the view.
Okay.
Sort of look around the sky and stuff. There's a lot of people, so she's getting a little like social anxiety, yay! So she's just gonna sit out there, and then like just sort of after a while awkwardly just sort of go, Halia, if you're there, or any of Mayari, did anyone, yeah, I don't usually do this, or not like this, but help would be nice right now. This isn't really my thing. It was more my brother's, but can you help me? He'd really like it if he were here. So I want to make it count for him. So a little help would be nice.
Can you roll me a persuasion check?
I can certainly try, but given the track record of everyone else tonight, I don't know how it's gonna go.
Look, one of us has to do some good.
Don't say that. All right. Hey, well, that's a 10. So it's the highest roll of everyone.
It only took 3 tries to get double digits.
Oh God.
The social prowess
buddy.
of a cut coconut. I just okay. As you're just talking out loud and into the air, essentially, hoping that you're heard, you hear a voice come up behind you.
Yeah.
Hey, the guy, are you okay? I didn't know you'd be here.
Sorry. Hello.
You turn around and you see B2 looking up at you.
Oh, I didn't know you were gonna be here. I didn't know I was gonna be here either. So this is all a bit odd.
Yeah, Alon wanted me to come with her just in case.
Oh, well, that's good. That's great. I'm glad. Or did you want to be here?
I mean, I got paid to be here, so it's fine. And she looks off at the crowd, and you follow her eyesight, and you see Alon in a very heated discussion with someone about alcohol. Like a very heated discussion.
No, Mac is, yeah.
So it's fine in a sense, but I don't know. I feel like she's gonna get kicked out soon. That'll get me kicked out. And there's like really good food here, and it's like you don't really see a lot of good food when you're roaming. So it's like
Yeah.
column A, column B kind of thing. But are you okay?
Yeah.
I didn't hear everything, but you mentioned your brother.
Yeah, I'm not. Out of the two of us, he was the more socially apt person. He would have thought this is beyond amazing. He would have been, milling with people and telling stories. He had way too many stories to tell, and I don't think a lot of them were really true, but he would tell them in a way that like you believe they were true, or you wanted to believe they were true, even if they weren't.
What were some of them?
He talked about when he was he went off into the forest, and he was following a river, and he was with some of his friends, and he got lost along the way, and he ended up finding his way to a waterfall, and it shouldn't have existed there. It didn't match up the trail markings or the trees or anything. It felt odd, but he was there, and as he was there, and his friends decided to, take a swim in the lake, and as they were swimming, this wonderful creature, sort of the serpentine but pink and white with glistening scales and these beautiful frills and these fangs that sort of drip this almost iridescent green sort of rose up out of the waterfall, and he was face to face with an Ibigan. Mac pronounced it wrong. Dang it! It's fine. Didn't write this book or anything. Ibingan. And I remember him saying that his friends absolutely were terrified, and they ran just straight out of the lake, put naked, sort of in fear, and he stayed behind. And Ibingans aren't usually ones for conversation, but we decided to sit and talk. And they chatted. He shared some of the food they had brought with the Ibingan. And in return, the Ibingan gave him a vial of acid from their fangs. And that's supposed to be really rare, and people die trying to hunt it, and he got some just by being kind. He really had a way with words.
Do you believe him?
Well, he did show me a vial of green goo, so I want to say yes, but it could have just been colored green goo. I was 9.
Sure, but I mean, either way, he told a story to his sister. That has to count for something, right?
He was a really good brother.
He sounds like it.
Yeah. So, this would have been much more his speed, so, trying to
Well,
make the most of
here?
it for him.
What are you doing here then?
I don't actually know.
You're at one of the most sought after things in the whole world, and you don't know why you're here?
We pulled the invitation out of a Tiburones, and no one wanted to take it off our hands, so
Did
I
you offer
suppose
to
it was
anybody?
ours. I wasn't the one who held it for a while. Faiza wanted to come, so I guess we didn't really try to give it to anyone else, but I don't know, we pulled it out of a Tiburone's mouth.
That's kind of incredible.
I have its teeth. I'll show some of the Tiburone's teeth. I believe I still have, because I used if it's a grappling hook, I used 4, so I've got 3 Tiburone's toofs left. It is toofs, TOOFS, on my character sheet.
Hey, do you mind if I have one of those? I've been trying to get one forever, but I can't seem to find any of them.
I mean, you can probably find them in a Tiburones, but I wouldn't recommend going out and looking for them. And
Well, I
I'll
haven't
go.
even found a Tiburón. I've tried hunting before, but I don't really have a whole lot of time to do that.
For some reason, they seem to follow me. I almost rode it for a little bit. I was on its back for a bit.
What happened?
It went underwater.
Oh.
With me.
Oh.
Under the boat.
Oh. Are you
Yeah.
okay?
I mean, that was a couple of days ago, and I healed up just fine. But at the time, no, I was not okay.
Okay. Well, shoot.
But we got the the teeth. So I will hand one over. So I think I will say I have 2 Tiburones toofs left.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate this.
Yeah. They're
What did you give the jeweled hawk?
Well, I promised to tell him a story.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess it's
Want to tell that story? Just tell me.
the one with my brother, or the one where I got dragged under a boat by a flying shark?
The one with the brother. I feel like if you wanted to go for comedy, you go with the shark, but
I'm not really a comedic person. Though in hindsight, it was really funny because that it just dragged me under that boat. But I can say with confidence, I have ridden a Tiburones.
and that's cool. But I don't know. I like the story about your brother.
I like that too.
I like the way you told it. So maybe you should tell that one.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I got the idea. He was very much a storyteller.
Sounds like you are too, in your own way.
Oh, I guess he rubbed off on me.
As she starts to smile at you, she looks over to Alon and goes, I have to go, but I'd like to keep talking more if that's okay.
Yeah, sure. Go make sure she doesn't get kicked out, though.
And you see her just full on sprinting.
Yeah, bye.
Gani, what are you doing? Still like pulling people?
Yes. How many topics have overlapped between individuals?
Yeah. So you've gotten gold, you have gotten bats, you've gotten knives, you've gotten shores, you have gotten iron, you have gotten infrastructure quite a few times.
Wait, why? Why does everyone like infrastructure?
It's a bunch of datus.
You're talking to a bunch of like cultural and spiritual leaders.
God,
Okay.
They're just like, what's the first thing comes to mind? Infrastructure.
Can I roll an
Governmental
insight
infrastructure.
check to see if they're saying that because it's a buzzword or because they actually care about it?
Roll me an insight check.
Well, that's very good. That's very good. That's that's a 12.
You can tell some of them are definitely saying bats just to mess with you.
Okay. All right.
Almost like they've seen this kind of happen before with other people, and it's become somewhat of a fun thing to give them random words, kind of like throw off their groove.
Okay. But everyone is serious about infrastructure.
Yes.
Okay.
Deadly serious about infrastructure.
Dang it. Okay. All right.
All right, Josh, you ready to make an improv skit about infrastructure?
Yeah, sure. Why not? What's the worst that could happen?
We displease the Jewel Hawk and get absolutely mauled by a spirit.
Just pushed off.
Yeah, we get thrown off the ledge.
How far below is the water?
We're above mountains and clouds, so we
yeah,
will die. We're
not-
at like...
Not to spawn a mountain-ology, but if you fell flat right now, you'd hit a bunch of mountain sides and eventually hit floor. You would not reach ocean unless you were thrown a few miles out.
Dang it.
Alright,
Okay.
If you had ology on your Tampo bingo card, please tick it off.
Yeah, I feel like ology at this point is just the free space in the middle.
Like ology, like bad rolls.
Metatampo-ology at this point. Anyways.
Bayani Shriek.
Faiza, you're talking with this very tall, very awkward elf.
Great.
And you learn that her name is Lawai, which I will spell out in chat for you.
Thank you. And you said her name?
Their name.
Thank you. Okay. Have I learned anything about them? Like, do I know what they do? How they have displeased their family, why they were cursed?
They're apparently cursed at a very, very young age to have their bones distended. They were helped about a year later on, but some of the effects of the curse still linger on. They a bunch of their family are a bunch of fishermen and traders. But they get seasick, so they stay at home and help with incoming merchants and traders fulfill their ledgers. They spend a lot of time doing clerical work, essentially.
Nice.
No, I like it. I like the numbers, but I I'm really not supposed to be here. It's really not my thing, and this food is really good, and I want to eat a bunch of it, but like I don't want to be stared at, like.
Well, I mean, I don't think anybody is staring at you. I mean, I am, but that's just because I'm talking to you, and I don't really care how much you eat because I like food.
Okay.
So what does your brother do? Why you came in place of your brother? What does he do?
My brother works in some of the prayer halls in Kalahan.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and he got invited to come along, And he said that I'm not married, I don't have anybody, so I should go and meet someone nice. But I told him I have someone nice. It's called my book. My book is very nice, and I still got told to go along, and now I'm here without my book,
Oh
wearing all these
no.
clothes that I didn't want, but I got told to wear by my ate,
What
and
what kind of book?
it's just full of like all the trade stuff from like the past year.
Oh, like your ledger.
Yeah, it's very
Oh.
big.
Well, okay, but think about it this way. What if the Jewel Hawk had asked for it and then you wouldn't have it?
Well, then I'd leave. I'd just leave, and that would have been so much better. But you're nice. I'm glad I met you.
Yeah, I'm glad I met you too. Yeah, I don't really have, so I was somewhere else. I didn't come from home. I came from somewhere else. And the wonderful the Lolas were like, "Hey, you should go because you might meet someone." And I didn't really want to do. I really like the Jeweled Hawk. Okay, like all that knowledge and like knowing. I I studied at the Great Bamboo Library in Iraga.
I've heard of that.
Yeah. So I study there, and now I'm going to all of the islands to assess, not assess, but like there's so many different kind of spirits, and I want to know about them all. And so that's why I came here, because there's spirits here that are not in Iraga, and I'm just like, what are they? I want to know. And instead, I was dressed up very prettily and told to smile, but also not to smile, and also to stand up straight, but also marry someone taller than me, which is, I'm really tall.
I got told to marry someone taller than me too, but like I got cursed as a kid. What am I supposed to do? Find someone who's double cursed?
Or someone to wear stilts.
They'd break me.
No. Like if you found someone who is shorter than you, but then they put on like stilts and then they were taller than you.
I don't think that counts.
As they didn't say it had to be permanently taller.
They had said
Cheat the
someone
system.
who's taller than. Oh. Oh, you're bad.
Am I?
That's so cool. Yeah, stilts.
So yeah, you just have to find.
I don't know anybody who has stilts.
Well, I mean, they're not hard to make.
But like using them is hard. Using stilts is hard. I tried once as a kid.
No. You don't have to use the stilts. The person who is shorter than you but needs to be taller than you uses the stilts. So
Oh, I know.
ideally,
I'm just saying that like stilts are hard to use, and I'm not saying that I would use them. I was saying that someone like you would use them. Not that you would use them, but you can use stilts if you want to. But I'm not saying that you should use stilts so that we can get married. I'm not saying that we should get married. You're really nice, but
you're married to your work. I understand.
they are turning redder and redder.
And like Faiza is like smiling, but it's like it's the most uncomfortable, but also, oh my God, you're adorable. I want to put you in my pocket kind of smile. And so like Faiza's just gonna put her hand on their shoulder and like, I get it. This is really awkward for both of us. I feel incredibly awkward right now. We could be friends.
Um, they they reach up and pat your hand and say, "I I'd like that." Um,
I'm Faiza, by the way.
I'm Luai, but I said I'm Luai, but you might not remember because it's so frequent. But I'm Luai. I'm Luai. Um, at this, you all hear the sound of stone moving up and grating, and you see that the jeweled hawk is now sitting on this kind of raised podium of stone, and he calls out, "Friends and guests, newcomers, welcome. As part of every gathering, some of our guests will tell us stories, their gift to us all. And tonight we have 3 people new to my gala. Gani, Faiza, Lagaya. Please come forth and tell us your story. And Faiza, can you please... let me look up this real quick.
Why am I first?
No, hold on. Can you please make me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh no. Haha, 21.
Cool. And with that, we're going to take a short break.
Oh. Okay.
We'll be back in 10, 15 minutes. A little bit of extra time for Gani to improvise a poem. But we'll see you all soon. Make sure to stretch, get some water, do some aerobics, some 15-minute aerobics, and we'll be back with some great storytelling from Gani, Faiza, and Lagaya. See you all soon. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Tampo, episode 7, Wingspan. Last we left off, the Jeweled Hawk had called the performers for the evening up to the stage. Who would like to go first?
Wait, what about my wisdom saving throw?
Don't worry about it. Who wants to go up first?
You saved. You're fine. Everything's good. I think Gani, if he realizes that neither of his compatriots want to go, he will go first. Because someone has to, and he will do it.
Now, I'm going to give you a choice. You may either describe your tale in vague notes and roll normally, or you may go into an actual performance and roll an advantage.
Oh, I'm absolutely going to go into an actual performance.
Okay.
Do I have a hard time cap?
You don't.
The entire rest of the episode is just this.
I gotcha.
The word infrastructure repeated nonstop for 30 minutes straight.
Infrastructure.
That's pretty much what it is, yeah.
Infrastructurology?
Oh God.
This seems like a good choice. I think that'll do it. Okay, so as Gani is mentally preparing, let's see if I get my camera to focus. Hello, come on, please look at me in the eyes. Look at me in the eyes as I embarrass myself. Okay, as Gani prepares himself for this, he's going to go up and just like adjust the teal sash that he was given, and kind of still holding still the lantaka kind of proudly under his arm, and he's going to get up and is there like a podium that he has to speak from, or is he allowed to like walk back and forth?
You have an entire 20-foot by 10-foot area you can just move back and forth on.
Amazing. Is it possible to put the lantaka on the ground in a manner that it resembles a stool that he could sit upon?
You can set the lantaka up. It's a matter of balancing on the lantaka.
He will balance on the lantaka as if it is a stool the entire time.
Can you make me an acrobatics check? Athletics check, I'll give you this. Just to see if you can balance on there, or if it's going to be like a really awkward, like, get up and get down.
I rolled a natural 1, so with athletics, that is an 8. Can he go like prop it up, go to sit down, immediately fall, and then prop it back up again and step back on it as if nothing had ever happened?
Can you roll me a performance check to make it seem like it's natural?
Hey, that's 14. So minus. Oh, I have a plus to that. That's a 17.
So you try to get up and you start to tip backwards and you go, but you turn it into a roll, and it seems that the crowd is already ready for a comedy as they start laughing with you instead of at you.
Excellent. Good. Very good. Okay. I am here to tell you today a story, as promised to our honored host, and as polled for many of you, you told me the words of things that are meaningful to you. And so I am here to regale you with this story now. I grew up in a small town on the island of Talunan, outside of Iraga. And when I was a boy, I was told to take care of my brother. I failed. One day, I had left him alone for a brief period, and, well, an eagle got him. So, the moral of the story is you should never trust me to protect you, because I'm apparently not very good at it. I forgot what I was going to say. Hello, my name is Gunny. That was a bad introduction. Let me start over. Hello. I am very excited to tell you today that I am an only child. And I'm going to fall off the stool again.
Can you roll me a performance check with advantage?
It's a 14.
The crowd is in this stunned silence at this story. They're not quite they thought it was a comedy at first, and now there's this guilt of laughing at you at the beginning, and this kind of so you see that there's a flash of guilt in some people's eyes as they realize they fed you some joke words just to ruin your performance. You see, but mostly you see that everybody here has this pang of sympathy for this man who seemingly can't do a good job. And slowly people start clapping, and it gets a little louder. And as you get off the stage, anybody near you pats you on the back as you leave.
Cool. I'm just going to keep walking.
You see the jeweled hawk saddling over to you. And the jeweled hawk as well pats you on the back with very large, brutish feathers. He flies over to the stage and speaks. What a story. And now, Lagaya.
Oh, we're not volunteer. Okay.
It's your turn.
I will go up onto the stage.
The jewel hawk flies off.
Okay. And as I do this, I'm going to take out the bunang that belonged to my brother and just sort of hold it. Sorry, I just looked at Twitch chat.
Yes, RockPunch ATL. The jeweled hawk is in fact a hawk.
Oh no!
It just got better.
Did you think it was just a tall person? No, it's an actual literal hawk.
Covered in jewels.
No, it's the jeweled hawk's gala.
I'm
Okay.
so happy. I'm so happy.
Hold
When,
on,
like-
Mac needs a moment.
When Mac is recovered. Yeah,
no.
we tend to be very literal, my dude.
Oh, God. Oh no, I wasn't expecting that. Oh no. Oh no. I was about to go into a serious monologue and everything.
No, just breathe, get the moment back. You got this.
Yeah, but the guy is gonna like take the banana like belong to her brother and sort of hold it throughout the entire thing. And just begin. So, this is a story about my kuya, my older brother. I think out of the two of us, he was always the one who had a better penchant for stories and people and talking. He was loud, but in a good way, in a way that helped him see into the heart of people. And he was very good with telling stories. And he was very good at making his own stories and finding adventures. When I was little, he would go off on adventures with people he had met at a village we had just arrived to, and yet somehow they were the closest of friends. He once wandered into a forest and befriended an Ibingan and talked with it enough to procure a vial of its own acid without having to slay it. He was just that kind. He has offered pandasal and kindness to the spirits of the ocean and found calm in the middle of a storm. He has climbed mountains and talked to the clouds themselves, woven intricate weapons out of lightning and the storm. But I think the story I want to tell is a much quieter one. We were sitting around a fire in a village, and I don't even remember its name anymore. But we were sitting, and I had just turned 16, and he came up to me with this earthenware glass, and I remember it had chips in it, sort of dented edges and smudged, but it was pieced together with gold with gold, so that the damage itself was beautiful. And he poured me a glass of something that smelled really strongly and it burned my nostrils. And I asked him what it was, and he said it was palm wine. And I don't know to this day if he was telling the truth or not, but he told me, you have to breathe in through your nose, hold your breath, tip back and swallow, and then breathe out. And I tried, and something got mixed up between my head and my heart, and I inhaled some of it, and I remembered coughing and sputtering and dropping this beautiful earthenware cup onto the ground, and it shattered, and there were cuts all over my hand, and I remember apologizing again and again, and he took it in stride. He patched up my hand, and picked the pieces off the ground and looked at me and said, "Don't worry, we'll make something even more beautiful out of this." And he patted my shoulder with a smile that said, "You're one of us now. You did it. You passed some unspoken ritual to become a part of something far greater." And that was the last time I saw him. He died the next day on an adventure to I don't know what. I don't remember the time after that. I It felt like I left a piece of me that night among the shattered bits of glass and earthenware on the ground, and I never fully reconnected. But people ask if I mourn him, and in a way, yes, but also no. His story was not finished when he passed, but that is what I do. I carry that, and I never forget it. And so that's what I offer tonight. It's a story, yes, but more importantly, it's a legacy. Because if I don't keep my brother's memory alive, who will? And so that is my gift tonight. It is my legacy, and it is a bit more added to the tapestry that was my brother's life and that should have been my brother's life. And I hope it brings you as much joy and happiness and satisfaction as he did that night when we were sitting by the fire together. And we truly were family.
Can you roll me performance check with advantage?
Can I make it a history?
You're speaking it to a group. Justify
Okay.
history.
Well, I wasn't really trying to perform, I was just telling a memory.
But you are saying in a way to entertain people.
I don't think Lagaya was, actually.
No?
No, she was just telling a memory of her brother.
All right. Then go ahead and roll with history.
An advantage?
At advantage.
Alright, well, still pretty low rolls, but you know what? It's 14.
14.
Yeah.
There's that same stunned silence after Gani's story. And there's a slow applause erupting through the crowd. And you see Beetsuin, who has Alon seated, crying while she's clapping for you. And as you get off the stage, the jeweled hawk looks at you, and you can see he's really trying right now. And he flies over to the stand and calls out, "And lastly, Faiza."
Okay. So she stands up, and it's really obvious when she does because she's so tall. I just read chat, I'm sorry. And she like makes her way up.
Stop looking at Twitch chat,
We
it's
do.
breaking us.
We do. And she makes her way up to the stage, and she just kind of stands there for a bit. Yeah. She'll like look over at Luai.
The Y is looking at you, just going,
Cute. That's all I wanted. All right, so she's clutching onto like her bag that she brought with her, and she'll say, so she says, I don't have too many stories, but I suppose I should. I grew up on a flotilla, and what is a flotilla but traveling stories as we sail across the waters and stuff. I had a pretty good childhood, I suppose. The water's always been in me, and she'll she has her quarterstaff with her too, and so she'll like twirl her quarterstaff a little bit, and she'll cast shape water so that the quarterstaff kind of like trails water across the stage. kind of like water bending.
Sure.
And so the water's always been in me, but I remember that there was one point before I went to study at the Great Bamboo Library that we were sailing, and I've always liked to draw, you see, and it's kind of how I ended up in the Great Bamboo Library, was drawing things that turned out to be spells. Go figure. And one day I was drawing something on the boat, and what I didn't realize is that it would be my first spell. And I don't really know what it did. My parents won't tell me. But it was how they knew that I needed to go somewhere else. And so I came to study at the Great Bamboo Library, and now I'm here.
There is, again, just this quiet pause in the audience. No one's doing well right now. No one's screaming, crying, but you see people are just crestfallen, hearing 3 stories back to back of these very hurt people.
Yeah.
And the jeweled hawk flies forward and speaks out. And now, music. And as the podium raises up slightly higher, you see some people climb onto the stage and start performing a little awkwardly at first, trying to get into a proper mood, but then into an actual upbeat songs and music. And the jeweled hawk approaches the 3 of you. I will not be taking your belongings. Are you 3 okay?
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Yeah. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
He looks over at Lagaya and Gani. Are you?
Yeah, actually. Feel lighter than I have in a while.
Good.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm not the one who just shared trauma on stage, so...
You wanted something?
Yes, I thought it would be funny to have a joke or a poem. I'm okay. Enjoy the rest of the festivities. Enjoy my guests, as I do. And if you need anything, please let me know. Their company. Why that look?
Look.
Lagaya?
Oh no, that was Mac.
Okay.
Lagaya's fine. Lagaya has respect and dignity. Mac doesn't.
The jeweled hawk walks away from the 3 of you to his guests.
Bad.
That went better than I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're okay, right?
I mean, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, like, reflecting on it for a moment, we did set a trap for something we didn't know was coming, and then got on stage and bared some of the worst parts of our lives to a crowd of people we didn't know, to in an event that we never really intended on going to. So I mean, this might have later repercussions.
Ramifications?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for now, I feel fine.
I should have told that story.
I mean, I feel like saying, hey, we trapped a Dewata. I don't know about that one. That one might have not gone over as well.
To be fair, I don't think they were actually trapped.
No, but we did inconvenience them greatly, and I don't want to be on the receiving end of a Dewata's anger.
Fair.
Okay.
Have y'all had food yet? Because it's really good.
No, I haven't. Have you seen the view outside? We're super high up.
No.
Oh my
Why don't we
gosh.
let's switch. You go get
Okay,
food and
I'm
then
gonna go get-
I'll go
yeah.
look outside. Okay.
Yeah, it's amazing. We're so high up.
Okay. Gani, you should do both of those things.
Yeah, I've been talking to people the whole time.
So, Faiza, you head over to look over the edge.
Hmm.
Gunny, what do you do?
I'm going to start with food.
Okay. Lagaya, do you go for food?
I will go for food.
Okay. Lagaya, as you are filling up a plate for food, you hear a voice behind you call out, "That was very touching, young woman."
I turn around.
You were looking at this almost blindingly white clothed Balat Kayo.
Well, thank you.
You were close with your brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that. Were you close with your parents?
Not really. Never really knew them.
No. Well, that's a shame.
You learn to live with it.
Do you remember their names?
No.
Did your brother ever tell you their names?
Would he have?
It's up to you.
I feel like no. No, not really. He talked to me about them. Sometimes, whenever I'd ask, but they were just always, mom and dad. That was kind of it. He
Just mom and
definitely
dad.
enjoyed talking about himself way more.
Just mom and dad. Nothing else? He didn't tell you anything about them? Anything at all?
Just 1 second. Let me roll for this.
Am I nearby? Am I overhearing this?
There are a plethora of tables. Roll me a d12.
So I actually rolled pretty okay.
If you get a 1, you're nearby. If you don't get that, you have to roll a perception check to hear it.
I rolled a 12.
Oof.
My
Perception
God,
check.
we can't roll what we need ever.
That is an 18 on perception.
You overhear someone getting a little angrier while talking to the guy. It's not angry at them, but just more frustrated with everything that the guy is saying.
I will walk in that direction, leaving my half-filled plate of food on one of the tables.
Sure.
Well, I mean, he didn't mention, I think he had a couple like ates and other kuyas, but I've never really met them. He said my mom made really good karakare. which I'll never get to try because he'd never remembered the recipe, and he was also just very bad at cooking.
You don't even remember her food.
I'm sorry, no. I never met them. It was kind of just me and my brother until, gestures to podium to reference story about brother passing away.
At this, the black guy has his hand on his hips and just looking down. And when he looks back up at you, he is half frustrated, half laughing. If I had raised him any better, he would have told you my name. You've grown very well, Lagaya.
The guy is so obtuse, god damn it. Just sort of blinking in confusion.
Do you not know my face at all? Has it been that long?
Really sorry, no, I've never seen you before.
But I have seen you so many times. Do you know the first thing you did when you were born?
No.
You reached out to me. You were born with your eyes open, already trying to claim what's yours. And I am yours, Lakaya. My name is Catan. I'm your father.
Can I have my boat back?
I left your boat in the city.
It's
all
got
yours.
teeth marks in it. Can you fix it?
No, I wasn't much of a boatsmith myself. I'm sorry. I had to have the shark thing attack the boat in order to deliver the plate to you.
Lagaya has gone full compartmentalizing.
Can I just interject to say I would like to be standing about 5 feet away from this dude behind him, but where Lagaya can see me.
Okay.
Well, if you were the one who stole my boat and killed a lot of people, for the sake of our host, I'm not going to do anything right now.
Oh, I know. And neither is your friend. Do you think I can't see you behind me, young man?
I don't know.
My
Does it
master
matter?
offers many gifts. You may as well stand before me alongside my daughter.
I will step up, but I will be I'm not going to make the first move, but I'm going to stand in a very aggressive kind of stance. So if he did try to do something, I could try to intercept him.
I will hold out my hand to Gani and be like, don't.
It's very admirable you have such good friends. I'd worried about that with both of you. Well, 3 of you, I suppose. But I'm glad that you have people who care about you.
Who's the third one?
I bore 3 children.
Well, who's the third one?
Do you not know about your sister?
I A
Was he
little.
only able to grab one of you? And that's
Yes.
a shame. That's a shame. Regardless, in honor of our host, I won't do anything to you either. I just wanted to meet my daughter before things changed. There's a great upheaval coming, Nagaya. I am ready for it. Are you?
You mentioned a master. Who is that?
He laughs, and you see as these wings start to crawl out of his back, covered in bone shards and viscera. You see as these two tremendous eagle wings erupt from his back. My master has feathers like swords. You should be prepared to be cut. And you see him start to walk towards the lip behind where the table is. He calls out, "You should be careful. People, when they leave here, are teleported back to where the tablet is. Have fun with my friend." And you see him free fall backwards off of the ledge. Faiza, as you're looking down, you're taken by two sights. The first is the sight of a man falling, heading down the side of the mountain. And as he's falling, you see these massive eagle wings spread out, and he catches wind. The second is just how beautiful this night is, marred only by this flying man. You can see all of Putawanan. You see the other mountains. You see the different trails people walk. You see the forests. You see the night sky. You see where the different settlements on Putawanan are. You're high up in the mountains.
How far away from me did he fall off the lip of the thing?
Oh, he's gone. He fell about 100 feet and then went
No,
horizontal.
I mean like in relation to like where off the lip he fell. Was he close to me or was he farther away?
A little close to you.
Okay. Would I have heard what he said before he fell?
I'm going to say you can make a perception, but at disadvantage because you were looking at the scenery.
It's fair. No. It's an 11.
An 11. All right. So you didn't hear the conversation beforehand.
So that I think what I do, yeah, that would catch her off guard, like despite how pretty the sight is. Like she sees someone like flying and being told that, okay, does it look like he's just flying? It doesn't look like he's like rounding to come back at all, right?
No, he's heading out.
Okay. Then I'm gonna look over to like where he appeared to fall from. And then do I see Ligaya and Gani?
Yes, you do.
Are y'all are looking in his direction, right? Okay, I'm gonna walk over to y'all then. Why'd he fly?
That was Lugaya's father.
Good news. I don't think he's in Aswang.
Are you all right?
I will be when I have his head.
Do you want me to jump after him?
No,
Gani,
you don't
no.
have wings.
Gani.
Oh,
So good news implies that there might also be bad news.
1 second. I'm gonna just. Okay, yeah. I rolled to see if I would know who the master is, because Mac knows, and I was like, I need to know if Lagaya knows. Lagaya got a 21 on history. So she knows. Yeah, bad news. Yeah, he forsook our birthright. And pretty sure he's gonna try and bring about the end of the world as we know it.
Hold up. That sounds
Big.
like a lot more than one person is able to accomplish. How?
Do you know why the Balak Kayo were made?
Yeah.
'Cause you're cool?
We were created in the image of Holia to protect the islands from the Celestial Eaters. From Bakanawa, the serpent tried to swallow the moon. She is the most well known, but there are others. One lives beyond the edge of the horizon. A raptor, eagle, always hungry, determined to swallow both the sun and the moon, with wings like swords. My best guess is my dear father has forsaken his birthright as a creation of Halia to ally with Minogawa. For reasons I don't understand.
Well,
He also might have mentioned there's probably going to be something waiting for us when we get back to the boat, so
oh,
Yes, I was a little
slightly
more concerned
smaller
about
bad news in, the scope of all the bad news. But I mean, he's not an Oswong, so I'll take that.
that.
okay.
So we should probably get ready to fight before we go back. I know that some of you casted spells. Where's Talarock? He has a spell that he likes to cast. Hold up. Where?
Well, hold on. Now, I would like to say something.
Oh,
This is bad.
Yes.
That's not all I'd like to say. Given that we know that something terrible is waiting for us, probably, when we go back, why don't we just enjoy it? This now. Let's just not think about it for a little bit. And then on the way back, when everything is creeping up on us, we'll figure it out then. And then she'll walk over to a table and start piling food onto a plate.
As you do so, you hear, yeah! And you see Lawai was on their way over to you, and seeing you do that, grabs their own plate, starts just piling on food on top.
Yeah.
I will also pile food onto my half-prepared plate that I put down earlier, because I've not eaten yet, and I'm very hungry.
Lagaya will also finish getting food.
As I see everyone grabbing food, I just nod. It's like a sage nod of wisdom. And she will continue to put food on her plate. She is very pointedly not thinking about anything terrible right now.
all the compartmentalizing is hitting the guy right now. She's just gonna go bury her face in, I don't know, Litron.
As you're getting into your food, Lagaya, you hear hey coming from near you.
But oh, sorry. Yeah. Hi.
B Twin is there kind of awkwardly.
Uh,
Are
hi.
you okay?
Yeah. I think maybe.
Hey, I saw that guy with the wings.
Yeah.
Do you need help?
I don't know.
Because if you need help, I can help you out.
I mean, like, remember when we first came to the town and we were saying we were tracking something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was him. We thought he was in Oswong, and I mean, he's not, so that's a good thing, right?
Sure. Do you want help?
I don't know.
And as she's talking, she gets a little closer until she's like right in front of you, kind of looking down at the ground. Because if you need help, I'd like to help you.
I'd appreciate it, but I also don't want you getting hurt because of something that's innately tied to just me. It's my family, my ancestors, and whatever fresh, terrible thing they're trying to cook up, and I mean, if you want to, I can't stop you, but I don't know. I've seen a lot of people die, and I'd rather not see any more.
I mean, you're the one going around with a weapon. You're gonna see it a lot, especially with what you do.
Yep.
And I'm gonna see it a lot with what I do.
Do you remember every single one?
No. But I keep a list. So I don't lose count at least.
I remember every single one.
She looks up at you and you can tell she's feeling very exposed and is feeling almost as awkward as you on an average day. That's really incredible.
It's part of the job, I guess. It's not just hunting things, it's giving them rest, making sure they travel safely beyond. And it's hard to forget those you.
Mostly I just make sure things do take the voyage so they don't try and come back.
I think that's different, where you're preventing things that want to come back, and I'm sending things beyond that don't want to go.
I like yours better. I like you better.
Well, I don't envy what you do, but I think I might like your role better, too.
Gani, what are you doing?
I am eating my sorrows.
As you're eating away, you see this you see this figure walk up to you. Let me pull up something here. And as you're eating, they're kind of standing over you, looking at you.
Kind of give him a look. What do I see?
As you look up, you see Teo.
I'm gonna sit up a little straighter and quickly check to make sure that there's not too much in my beard. I'm kind of like, oh, I didn't realize you were invited here. What? I didn't even realize you had left Talunan. What are you doing here?
I got invited. I got asked to come here just to make sure that you know how it gets. You know how the Datu gets sometimes. He is a little too single, you know.
Sure.
You know how he gets. So I got asked to come here to make sure he stays behaved.
Well,
You know how Miss Cindy is.
yes. Thank you for helping. That is.
Are you okay? I know you don't talk about this stuff a lot.
Today is what I would call a bad day. It's been a couple of bad days. But we'll. I think we'll get through it. Eventually.
I see you have some new friends. That's good.
Would you like to meet them?
He looks over, and you see where he's looking at, and you see Datu Masindi passed out on the floor. He's kind of sprawled out, and you see that people are kind of like looking at each other, talking to each other, trying to make sure that trying to see who's going to go and see if he's okay. And Teo looks from Cindy over to you. Yes, but I should make sure Miss Cindy gets home.
What if we both walked over, made sure that he is still breathing, and then I can make quick introductions before you need to leave?
That's an agreeable plan.
I would like to take his hand as we walk over.
He takes your hand too, and puts his free hand on your arm.
Yeah. I think Gani smiles for the first time today.
Miss Cindy is breathing.
Oh, good.
There is some regurgitation on his chin.
Okay.
Oh,
Roll him over on his left side. Make sure that he doesn't have any issues. Make sure that there's still a Datu to go home.
He, as you come over to his side, he looks up and vaguely sees you, and he goes, Gani.
Yes.
Gani.
How are you, friend?
Someone said they were gonna steal my Lantaka.
Well, that is not acceptable.
But they can't steal my Lantaka. don't got a Lantaka to steal.
That is very wise.
Now this might be the two but talking. But and he reaches up and pats you on the shoulder. And you see him pat on the ground and pat on his vest and kind of push something small and metal into your chest. You make sure I get that back when no one can steal it from me. Thank you. And he passes out onto his side.
What is it that he has put in my hand?
Datu Masindi is known as one of this world's greatest pandais.
Yes. I learned everything from him.
Specifically as an inventor. And you know that Masindi made a thing that he refers to as a handheld lantaka.
Mm-hmm.
It is much smaller. It's about the size. It's about the size of, say, a dagger, but as lantaka shaped to be shot off using only one hand.
I see. Well, I will find someplace safe to put it, perhaps in a bag of mine, and cinch it extra tightly shut, and wrap the opening of it around my belt once or twice, so that it's a little bit harder to open the bag. This is an important thing to take care of. He seems to be in good spirits for someone who's, passed out.
It's because he was talking nicely with someone.
Oh.
Yes, and then she found out who he was, and his reputation messed him up.
That is one good thing that comes from not having any reputation is nobody can be disappointed when they find out who you are.
Teo gives you a half-hearted smile and just holds your hand a little tighter.
Okay.
Can I meet your friends before you have to go? Before I have to go?
Yes, of course. And I will lead Teo over to the party. Yeah. Man, CB is gonna be so pissed he missed this.
Oh, he's gonna be pissed. He's missed all of this.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it's some awful timing for him.
Yeah. I
CB,
will.
You missed husband. CB, if you're watching this back, you missed husband.
I will introduce Teo first to Talarok, because that just seems fitting, and then over to Ligaya and Faiza, who I presume are not where Talarok is blue screen, somewhere off in the corner.
He's staring into the middle distance just like Bayani.
He's clipping through the environment right now.
Oh no.
Talarak assets still have failed to load.
Tyler.exe loading. But Faiza, you're consuming food with Lawai.
Yes, I'm having a very animated discussion about the creation of bamboo stilts.
Okay. And Ligaya, what are you doing?
Eating. If Beethoven's still there, we're awkwardly
Beethoven
talking.
is definitely there.
And trying to steer away from sad topics. I think the guy has gone back into compartmentalizing mode. It kind of all spilled out for a bit, but she's going back to putting that in boxes and putting those boxes on shelves and unpacking them later. We'll hope, which to her means never.
That sounds like a Marshmallow version of Yzma's rant about put that box out of the box.
And smash it with a hammer.
But you see Ligaya and Faiza and their dining compatriots talking.
Approach, and you see I am approaching, holding hands, arm in arm, with a human man, slightly darker complexion than I have, with a lot, I would say even darker hair than mine too, if that's even possible. Like mine is pretty dark, but his is jet black. And as you see, he's not wearing armor or anything like that. He's wearing finer robes. He's always the one with the sense of style. And I think the most prominent feature that you would notice as he walks over is just this kind smile on his face. He's got brown eyes, and as we get closer, you might I think that's what you would notice. So I will walk over to you and I would say, Teo, this is Faiza. This is Ligaya. These are two of the people who are traveling with me. They are very brave and have helped me a great deal. This is Teo, is my husband.
Oh my gosh.
Teo looks at you, Faiz and Yulgaya. It's very nice to meet you. I hope you've been taking good care of my husband.
They have been.
I feel like he's been
Yeah.
He's been the one taking care of us.
Yeah.
I don't think we would be like fed or
No.
or mild.
Alive?
Yeah,
Alive.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm envious. I'm not as good of a cook as him.
He makes the best tea. Oh my God. How are you even separated from him right now? And the lack of tea. And
Well, mostly it's because I am not as sturdy and I don't have an occupation that affords me travel or much health. So, safety reasons mostly.
well, I mean, that's good.
Yeah, fair.
Well, I mean, you know what? I'll save that for the bedroom. Yeah, he is a very excellent man.
Please keep him safe. He tries a lot.
He's the best.
Yes,
You
he
have the
is.
best person in the world. He's the best.
He's really good. And he's gonna teach me how to shoot a gun.
Yes, we are going to do that.
Well, he has to teach someone. I'm not going to let him teach any kids we have. So,
Well, maybe one day.
no. It's bad enough you spend all the time at the cracking open a cold one with Cindy.
Look, he needs someone to keep him out of trouble. And clearly,
No,
when I'm not there, it falls
He's
to you.
trying to patch up the fact that he's single with friendship. It's not healthy.
It's better than being alone.
Wait, that's not healthy?
I mean, you have to address it. You can't just let it fester. And that's what he does.
That's why we keep him entertained.
You make him sound like he's an entertainment show.
No, but he does need a little help from time to time.
Well, yes, everybody needs help from time to time, but he doesn't help himself ever.
Look, okay, the man is a genius. He taught me everything I know. Can I not pay him some small amount of respect back?
No, you're right.
think Faiza shares a sideways glance with Luai, like, is this what being married is like? I don't know if I mean, it's cute, but I don't know if I don't know.
Lawai whispers over to you. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die alone, so I don't know.
I mean, I mean, there's a difference between like dying alone and like dying happy and with friends. Like you're not going to be alone if you have friends. Not married does not equal alone. You know?
I mean, none of you has my family. Like, every time we gather up, my grandma's telling me I'm gonna die alone.
Your mother can suck a duck egg. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna tell her that.
Don't, please. Oh my God, you'll die. You're going to die, and I've just met you.
I would not recommend saying anything of that nature to your parents.
I mean, to be fair, I did just tell my dad I wanted his head, but you know, I think I'm a special case.
I feel like that is different. He is an especially unpleasant man.
Lawai goes, what?
Luai, I would not recommend saying that to your parents.
Luai,
But-
come and walk with me while we have more food. Come on, let's go. I'm just gonna grab Luai by the arm and start walking.
If you're looking for someone to talk to, Masindi is asleep over there, but you should get to know him. He is really fun at parties.
Isn't he passed out?
Yes, he is asleep over there.
I'm gone now. Goodbye.
Bye.
Fiza, what do you talk to Lawai about?
Mostly how don't say that to your parents because you will get hit. And also like just don't. Don't.
What? Don't what?
I don't know. I've never said that before. I don't know why I said that.
Well, then why did you say it?
I just said I don't know. Please stop. Please stop.
Lawai just standing there, like, wide-eyed.
So the stilts though?
Yes, the stilts.
Okay. And then I just kind of start talking about the stilts again.
Gani, Teo, Lagaya, and Bituin, what are y'all doing?
I'm just sort of watching Luai go with like wide eyes and go,
I didn't think I'd meet someone who was as bad at being with people as I am.
A few moments later, you just hear a
Worse with people than I am, and I'm pretty bad with people.
Bituin pipes up. Yeah, no, it's pretty fucking terrible, actually. Yeah,
Yeah, I hope he's okay. I hope they're okay.
he's probably not.
Well, I hope Faiz is taking care of them then.
Probably not.
You just hear her like speaking really fast, and like at one point she like grabs her horns and kind of like this exasperated kind of, oh my God, what are you? And it's goes on.
I think they're getting along really well though.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice meeting you, Taya. Wasn't expecting you to be here, but I feel like that's being a common theme throughout this entire party.
I wasn't expecting my husband to be here either, but
I mean, to be fair, I don't think we were expecting to be here either, so...
Oh no, we thought we were going to fight to the death today, but then we got a messenger who said, hey, you're invited to a party. And we didn't even bring a
I
present.
was kind of expecting to fight to the death at the party. Like, there was a tiny part of me that was ready for that. I'm glad it didn't happen.
If you had said jump.
I might be terrible with people, but I have some semblance of respect for the spirits.
are you all
That's-
going to be okay?
We'll be. Look, I'm not going to lie to you.
I will make sure he's okay.
I'm not going to lie to you. We have to figure some things out. But I will come back. I will be home as soon as possible. I promise that much.
Okay.
I'll keep him safe, I promise.
Teo goes over, reaches up to kiss you on the cheek, and whispers, "If you don't come back, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Stay safe, okay?"
You have nothing to worry about. And I will just walk with him until the final moment that he needs to leave.
Faiza,
Yeah.
Lagaya, and Gani, the night wanes on, and slowly people start to filter out. And as the night comes to a close, it comes close for you all to leave as well. You feel. Talark is with you. He is no longer clipping through the environment.
Oh, that's good.
And Bituin is very adamantly standing with your group.
Don't you have to be with Babaylan alone?
No, she left with someone else.
Oh,
Oh.
Yep.
I see. Just to make sure, she did not leave with Miss Indy, right?
What? No. No. No, she left with someone else. Cradling some woman in her arms as she left.
No, it's probably
Oh.
fine.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not gonna be near that for the time being. Yeah. So can I go
Well.
with you all?
I will say, my dear dad said that there's probably some nasty surprise waiting for us when we get back to the boat. So,
So
if
it
you're ready
sounds
to
like
deal
you'll
with
need some
that,
help. I'm fine. Yeah.
okay. Then, yeah, sure. I have no clue what the nasty surprise is going to be, but I guess knowing my father, it's going to be terrible.
I mean, he did have wings, so
Yeah.
are we all good to go?
Let's see what my father's got waiting for us.
As you start to go,
Oh, one thing.
yes.
Before, depending on whether or not Luai left before we are leaving, I would have said, hey, so where I'm going back to is not where I'm from, but if you want to like write to me, you can write to the Great Bamboo Library in Araga, and I won't get it immediately, but I will get it.
Okay. Yeah. I'm using the same place, so if you want to write anywhere, just have it sent addressed to me over at the Spirit Temple for Nilkab.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then she'll hold out her hand like super awkwardly, like it was really, really nice to meet you.
They hold out their hand and grab yours. It was really nice to meet you too. Yeah.
Cool.
And
okay.
as you all go to leave, the Jeweled Hawk is there to see you off.
Bow again.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much for the invitation. We had a wonderful time. It was very nice to see this in all of its splendor. I'm very sorry.
You see the Jeweled Hawk step to the side where you see a few things on a bench. These are for you.
I know that, we kind of ruined the mood, but you don't have to give us anything out of pity.
We didn't ruin the mood. You made the night better.
How?
You gave us very good stories, and those are highly valued. So these are yours.
Whoa.
Yes.
What are they? Like, looking at them, what are they?
You looking at the bench, you see an amulet a small bamboo box, and a very strange-looking shield. The shield itself appears to be made out of very large and carved feathers.
Oh.
The amulet itself looks to be this intricately carved pattern on a flat gold surface. And inside the bamboo box, you can see a few scrolls. These are yours.
I will very excitedly point to the scrolls for Faiza. Look.
I didn't want to move first. Can I go. I take the box.
You look in the box and you see a few different spells in here. And I will give you a list of spells when we shut down for the night.
Knowledge.
Gunny, I know how to use a shield, but usually have my hands full with my axe, so you're welcome to take that one if you like.
I will look at it, but I often have my hands full too between, the Astingal and the glaive. But yeah, let's see what it is.
I think we'll both look at it.
You're looking at a +1 shield made out of. You could swear these feathers are made out of metal, a very lightweight, very durable metal. It seems like it's not the metal shaped like its feathers, but that these feathers have very sturdy properties.
I think you're muted, Gani.
Am I?
Not anymore.
No, you're not.
Okay. Do you have any interest in this Legaya?
Not really.
Can none of you use a shield?
Bunang's too. I usually have my hands full with this, and I
Oh.
kind of hold up my very hefty two-hand
sorry.
Bunang.
I'm
I don't
sorry,
have the feat that lets me use it with one hand yet, so.
I can find something else in its place.
Pretty much all of my weapons require both hands.
But
Um,
it's very appreciated.
You see the hawk calls out in a tone, and you see another servant come back, holding a spear and a mango.
God, this fucking mango. Fucking hate that mango. Me, Mac, fucking hates that mango so much.
Can you use these instead?
Perhaps. What, I mean, a spear is, of course, a fine weapon. What of this fruit?
This is a singing spear. You can use it to call a spirit to help you with its attack. And this is a mango from my garden. It is delicious.
Well, I don't think we would ever turn down food, especially not after the delicious meal here. So, thank you. We will accept both graciously.
Can I look at the amulet with the gold?
You look at it, and looking at it closer, you realize that there is a ruby of such glimmer that it was taking in the light reflecting off of the necklace into it. This is an amulet made in honor of my friend Apolaki.
Huh. if we decide to take the mango and the spear, can we not take or
This is in place of the shield.
oh, okay.
Yes.
Then if it would be all right, I would like to have this.
It is yours.
I will take the amulet of Apalaki.
Mm-hmm.
Zaya is so cool.
With your newfound treasure in stock, you all go to leave.
Sure.
Yeah.
In fear.
Yeah.
As clouds circle around you to take you back, and you find yourself starting to appear on the boat, but there is this crack in your vision as you find yourself pulled somewhere else.
Dang it.
Could I get dexterity saving throws from everybody?
No.
No.
I like how all of us went, no.
Oh God.
Meant to say something before we left and I forgot to. Dang nabbit.
Aha!
It's a 12. It's a 12.
A 12?
God damn it! Fucking 1.
Oh, natural 20.
Cool. Faiza, you're the only one left standing as Bitu and Gani and the Gaia crash to the ground prone.
Oh no.
You find yourself in this large overhead cave, the large pool of water in the center. There's an opening in the top part of this large cavern, letting in moonlight. And just below the surface of the water, you see a massive swimming serpentine form. And as you get a good look at it, as your eyes adjust, you see its eyes start to glow.
No.
And that is where we'll end for the night.
No.
Oh no. Do I know what this is, Mac?
Oh yeah, Matt's
Hello,
so excited.
hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in
No.
for this week's episode of Tampo. I have been your DM of the evening, HTT Paladin, co-director of the Islands of Sina Una. I have a Kickstarter coming out on Monday.
You sure did.
Yeah.
I sure as heck do. Where I have been talking with different TTRPG developers about the stuff they make and why they make it. It goes live this Monday. However, I'm doing a giveaway right now on my Twitter. I will get a link for our wonderful person who's handling our tech today. So I can put that giveaway link in the chat on Twitch. But while we're doing that, who am I playing with today?
I don't know anymore, Paladin. Who am I?
Yeah, who are we?
Who are we?
What are we?
How
What
are we?
are we?
Are we okay?
No. No. We are not okay.
You're not okay. Oh God. All right, I'll go first. How about that? Hi everyone. I am Latia Jacques, and I do many things. Right now, the only things I am doing are Rivals on Sundays and Tampo on Fridays. Sundays at 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central. Tampo here now. Other than that, come follow me on Twitter. I'm sure most of you do already. I am concerned. Next, please.
I can go. I was like, yeah, just
We're
let
not
Matt go.
okay.
It's fine. And then
We're not okay.
Okay, it's fine. Hey, what's up? My name is Josh. You can find me when I'm not embarrassing myself on a stage and also being cute with my husband. You can find me on Twitter or other social media platforms at Joshua M. Simons. I am a freelance tabletop game designer. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch. And I normally have my life a little more together than when I appear as Gunny on this stream. So that's always great. If you enjoy seeing me play a not terribly intelligent character here, you'll love seeing me play a very intelligent character on Tuesdays. over on Nomadics channel in our Modern Gods campaign, which is like a post-apocalyptic U.S. setting where we wander around the Los Angeles area trying to figure out what the heck happened to all the people who used to be there. It's pretty cool. It's kind of scary. It's fun. Come join us for that. That's what I got.
I guess that's me. Hi, hello, it's me. I am Mackenzie. Mackenzie Landier on Twitter. I have been Lagaya today. Your sad headhunter, who tells very, very sad stories. And if you like some of the things that I freak out about during the stream, like a mango, and a pair of glowing eyes in the water, and flying sharks, and other things that really weirdly have no context, check out the Islands of Sina Una, which I served as lead writer for, and why I have weird associations with things like mangoes now. It's over on thedeckofmany.com. You can get the PDF right now, and the hardback is still available for pre-order. It should be, I believe it's getting delivered beginning of next year, give or take. So that's super exciting. I'm an independent TTRPG content creator. I yell on Twitter a lot. I appear on streams. I appear here every week. I also appear over on the Critical Barge channel every Sunday at 11:30 a.m. PST, 2:30 p.m. EDT or EST. Playing Creature Collectors, where I play a Tiefling Artificer Warlock who is also just kind of awkward about things. So I have a brand. I also roll really terribly over there too. So if you don't think I roll enough natural ones on this show, just watch me on Sunday, buckaroos. Yeah. I think that's it. Paladin, back to you.
Hi there. I'm HD Paladin. As I said, I've been your DM for the evening. As I've said to my players a bunch of times, I don't have to roll to hurt people. But speaking of people, we have some giveaway winners. The winner of the Eldritch Foundry giveaway is the Juice trademark. That is the Juice TM. And the winner of the Deck of Many giveaway is Strike Red Kite, or a Strict Red Kite. I met you once in person. Don't know how to pronounce your screen name. Strict Red Kite will be in touch for your giveaway winnings as well. And thank y'all for showing up tonight. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
And yeah.
We can't wait for CB to come back. Oh, by the way, we have
Yes.
one other cast member. His name is CB, otherwise known as the Critical Bard.
Yeah,
he is
he's
super
down there.
awesome.
Yeah.
there.
You
Please
can
go
see his
check him
face
out
over
on
there.
Twitter. Check him out over on Twitch. He does some awesome streams. He's a Twitch partner. He has streams on Tuesday in Unison where he interviews people. Like I mentioned, I'm over on his channel. He also does a bunch of other cool stuff, and he's generally a good person, and we miss him very, 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 very much. So please go support him and check him out.
I want to point out real quick that when Josh and Mac pointed, they pointed in the opposite direction from
Yeah.
CB.
I can't see
hold up
where
now.
I'm going. I'm just moving my arms. Don't call me out like this. Gosh darn it.
I figured it out eventually.
Yeah, but anyways,
I didn't,
we're-
and I own it.
we're gonna go raid some people, and please, everyone, thank you for tuning in.
We're
And,
gonna go
see you
raid,
next week.
Total Party Chill, who are doing it's Wisdom Save Weekend, where they're benefiting mental health. That's where CB is / was. So we're gonna go give them some support.
Bring your Bayani emotes if you have them.
Yes, bring your Bayani emotes.
B.O.B. Bring your own BYOB. Bring your own Bayani.
Yes.
Goodbye.